Bonjour! My name is Abomination, and welcome back to the BHDL. This is week 4 against Brandon P. Terra Water, of course, on Umbreon and Terra Poison, Alchemy. Moltres. Yeah. I don't think Vikable is here for sticky webs. Palisand is here. Okay. So there's no real Bloom. There is a Chi-Yu. I don't really know. Sneasler. Pressure. Okay. Why run pressure? Why run pressure? It's not what I expected at all, is to run pressure. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and scout for the Scarf, Rock Slide, potentially, and just go in and discard it easy. But I don't know why you'd run pressure if you're Scarf. Doesn't make much sense to me, for being honest. But I'm still want to scout for the potential Scarf on this thing, so I'm going to go discard Yezu. Potentially conceal mine. He's going to see that I'm Mold Breaker. Rock Slide, okay. I have a feeling you might be Scarf then. Alright. This is a free flip turn right now. I am going to do it. Flip turn. He's not Scarf. Perfect, that's fine. And he's not Poison Touch or anything. He's not Scarf. That's good to know. It's perfect. I'm Mold Breaker, so I can freely flip turn without... Yep. This is why I'm Mold Breaker. For that exact moment. Perfect. I can just go in... He didn't bring Klefki. He has... no switch into the Brave Bird, right? Well... it doesn't do enough damage, actually, so... Ogerpon Wellspring, Sword Stance. Yeah, it doesn't do enough damage, but I can U-turn. Force the Terra. I'm gonna. Okay. Because he has... there's nothing to take your flying type move. Brave Bird, but at the same time this does not kill, so I have to just U-turn. Which is fine. He is forced to Terra or switch, which is fine by me. If he doesn't Terra, U-turn will do massive damage to him. Still, I have a good switch into this. Yeah, he switches probably Palisand, if I had to guess. Yes, Palisand. What do I want to do about Palisand? I could go into this, but he's got the water compaction, of course, and I'm weak to it. Could go into this, but no. I could just go into this. I mean, this is a great switch into it. Giga Drain to do massive damage. He does have a switch, like he has options to switch in to this, but I could also just Sleep Powder. Yeah, I think I go into Otrava and just Sleep Powder. Honestly, I think that's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna see leftovers, it's fine. I did like 8%. So tell me anything. No. He's probably max physical defense. So, he has to switch into a Giga Drain right now. Or rather, he has to absorb a Sleep Powder. Alchemy might be able to do that, of course. If it has the ability to do so, like the Sweet Veil. Sleep Powder, let's see if it does or not. Not sure. It might be have the other one to make it immune to Encore. This is going to be Vikable. So if we can land this, that'd be nice. Oh, safety goggles. At least I didn't like miss these safety goggles, which fine. There you go. Good job. No way I stay in to take the hit. So he totally expected Vileplume to show up, which it was going to. There was no question that it was going to. Vikable puts in a ton of offensive pressure, not gonna lie, against my team. So I basically have to go into Terrapios and hope he doesn't like Volt Switch. But he probably will, right? But I don't have a switch in. Do this. So I do have to go Terrapios. I don't think he sets Sticky Webs, it doesn't make any sense. I think he just attacks. He does. But it is free against me. So he's safety goggles, at least I know that. So he's not Focus Sash, so he dies to Flare Blitz from Moltres. He hasn't seen my item, right? Of course. But I assume Sneasel still shows up. Yes. Pressure is just so weird. I don't know why you're pressure. Alright. I haven't seen an item. I've seen U-Turn and Rock Slide. So, do I believe that you'd fit? I don't think I want to go in Escariezu again. I think what I want to do is go into Otrava. Because I don't think you're acrobatics. So yeah, I'm going to do that. He could be protective pads, I guess. That also kind of makes sense, if he is. That was a crit, I did way too much damage. Oh! Paralysis effects 4, take that. And the Rocky Helmet damage. You like that? Take that. Alright, perfect. That was good. Chi-Yu comes in. Of course, the Beads of Ruin. I took a crit there, that wasn't what I wanted, but that's alright. Marshall is my switch, my defensive switch to this thing. If you use Nasty Plot, alright, fine. But I'm not sure if he would be. Because I haven't seen any choice item, and if he's going into this like that... Huh. I don't think he clicks Dark Pulse, so that doesn't make any sense. So I think I'm going to go into Escardiazu. I don't think he clicks Dark Pulse. That really does not make any sense to me. So I am going to go into Escardiazu. If he clicks Dark Pulse, it's a great play. But I mean, if he predicts the Terra Water, he might actually. But I feel like there's a higher chance that he like Nasty Plots or something. Because I have a Umbreon. Yeah, there's a substitute for Umbreon. Alright. That's what I potentially feared. But that's fine. And he's going to be leftovers with it, so yeah, okay. We just Aqua Jet to break the substitute. I think we're going to die, unless he's very, like, you know, bulky instead, for some reason. Yeah, so not Umbreon. I thought maybe this thing would be substitute, that's why I didn't want to go Umbreon on this. There's really not much to think about here, unless you just are not running Dark Pulse for some reason, which there's no reason for you not to. Yeah, I'm dead. But because you're not, yeah, you're injured. I mean, Bravery should just kill you, I think. So I am just gonna go into Moltres. That should be just fine. Moltres should be just fine. You don't have a Bravery switch in unless it's that Palisand, I guess. Max Fizz Defense Palisand. Could also Terra Fire and Flare Blitz. That'll do massive damage as well, and it'll cover the switch, and he can't kill me in return. So I kind of just want to Terra Fire, Flare Blitz, not gonna lie. If he stays in, I have to take his stupid Dark Pulse, though. I think he switches, though, to Palisand. I'm gonna Terra Fire Flare Blitz. It's not very effective, but it should do big damage to this thing. Alright, good, he switches. Palisand took 1%, so I don't know if this would two-shot him. But it'll do a crap ton of damage, at least. We'll see if he's max physical defense. Yeah, if he's max phys defense, this does like less than half, so he'll eat 2 of them. Yeah, he's max, for sure. Burn him. Alright, no burn. That was max, even a low roll, probably. So I'd probably switch to Terapagos on this, right? Could switch to Marshall, but that doesn't really help. Yeah, I think it's Terapagos. Because if he wouldn't double, I don't think he doubles. Could hit at him again. He's max, so he might just recover here. And honestly, he probably will. Terapagos. And shore up, I mean, not recover. I guess he could just go for the ground type move since I am Terrifier. That's fine. That's a lot of health off this thing. That's fine. How much is my flamethrower do? Max physical defense, Palisand, it definitely kills. I just flamethrower. I have to flamethrower to kill this thing. That's just fine. I have to flamethrower. Flamethrower. Alright, there we go. So that should be his switch into Moltres to Scon, right? And because Sneasler is paralyzed, he can't just go in with that now. I'll take some curse damage, that's fine. He goes into Oakmon. Makes sense to me, but because I have Chip on Otrava, it's not exactly the easiest switch if he clicks Zen Headbutt. Right. But I'm gonna go into Otrava anyway, because I know he can't be... Gonna prevent the Trailblaze, first of all. Does not deal with that. And not prevent the Trailblaze, but slow it down for sure. Zen Headbutt could easily be a thing right now, right? I'm aware of that. That'll be a +2 Zen Headbutt, which will kill me, but he'll risk everything. I attempt to Giga Drain. Or Sludge Bomb, really. No, yeah, Sludge Bomb will be enough Chip for dying to Moltres. I attempt Sludge Bomb, he could easily Zen Headbutt me. He does, but he will take all this crap. Okay, not Effect Spore, but he takes the Rocky Helmet. Now you're sitting at like 75%, right? My Zen Headbutt does more damage, but I would invite in, of course, Chi-Yu, which I don't want to do. I think I just go into this and Brave Bird. It should do enough. I think it does big, like huge damage to this. I can't just U-turn, I don't think, because I don't have a switch to this. So I have to just Brave Bird. If I U-turn, I have to go to Marshall, which will die. I have to just Brave Bird. I don't know if he Terras, because if he Terras, he could still just die. So I don't know if that would be his play. That would be very risky, because he could just waste his Terra on nothing. But at the same time, he has no switch in unless he's like max face defense on Alchemy, but even then it might be two-shot. Alright, he risks this. If this does not kill, I'll be sad, of course. Body aspect, whatever. Come on, Moltres, bring it down. God! Damn it! Freaking idiot. Alright, it was a very close call to kill. Not quite. So now we're gonna have to be Azelf for offense. Which means we just go in Azelf and U-turn. Yeah, we just go in Azelf and U-turn. I think. What happens if I can't Drain Punch? I have to U-turn. U-turn. Okay, bye. Now it has to be Terapagos. Because I can't let Chi-Yu substitute in front of me. He goes into this instead. Well, this is the thing that's stopping me from clicking Drain Punch, I guess. No, it's not. Vikable also is. Hey. But so he can just... Well, he's faster than Azelf, so he doesn't have to risk anything. He can just close combat, right? So I don't survive, so I would definitely need, like, something big to happen here. I need a paralysis, pretty much. Tera Starstorm, Terapagos. Yes! Oh! Absolutely needed to see that. I absolutely needed to see that. Rapid spin, then. Rapid spin. Oh, man, that was so huge. Okay, Alchemy. Chi-Yu, Vikavolt. It has to be Alchemy here, I think. I think that's what he has to do. Because he's going to try to set up on me, of course. No, he's going to be Vikavolt. That's fine. Flamethrower will do massive damage to this thing. I gotta just do it. Actually, Tera Starstorm does more. Tera Starstorm does more. Just Calm Mind. Calm Mind. Terapagos, Calm Mind. Discharge. He wants revenge. He gets the revenge with the paralysis. So I'm at +1 though. Not sure if this thing outspeeds me. I doubt it. Tera Starstorm this time. This thing is bulky. Volt switch, sure, fine. I did big damage to that thing though, that's okay. I sped it. So that was good. Alright. Chi-Yu comes in, that's fine. How much health I got? 156. sitting at 43%. Bro, he can't. Come on, Tropios. Use Terra Star Storm. Oh, if he starts... Yeah, I guess he could start clicking Substitute. Does that work? Yeah, it would. He could just start clicking Substitute. He clicks Flamethrower. Come on, Tropicos. Yes! She used at no health. Okay. Terra Star Storm again. He's just gonna kill me with whatever, Flamethrower. Okay. Hey, Zelf. I just U-turn. Because I have to. His other guy's Vikavolt. That's fine. I just have to U-turn. U-turn. He could try to save this, I guess. He does. Into what? I mean, Alchemy could eat, probably. Nobody goes into this. That's fine. This thing's down. Okay. My choice band is still concealed, which is fantastic news. Marshall gets to come in here. Little miss. I want him to think that he can have me if I start setting up. Or if he starts setting up, I want him to know. I want him to think that he can handle that. Because I can't encore this, so I'd have to trick it to stop this thing, but he has a Chi-Yu still. Thunder Wave. Okay. He substitutes again! Why? Okay, first of all, why did I have to miss? And second of all, what the heck? Why does he have substitute on this too? Why did I just miss? That sucks. Why does he have substitute on this? Dude, get away from me. Alright, he's elf. I do a tremendous amount of damage, but I have to send him a break the sub, but he's gonna find out that I'm physical from this play. If he switches, he wouldn't. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know what he's communicating. I have to get this thing in a position where Azelf is in, but there's no substitute, and Azelf has to freely click Trick, and I don't see how that happens. That's fine. Oh, that's not like the best, but it's better. It's not too bad. He's gonna know I'm choice now from this play. Really annoying, but he's gonna know I'm choiced. Oh boy. Okay, no way I would have predicted he would have switched there. I have to go to Marshall. This is why I wanted so close to having double kick on this stupid set for this Chi-Yu substitute, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit it. Just Dark Pulses. I have to switch to Azelf, I think, because he's going to substitute right now. So I have to switch to Azelf on his substitute now that he can freely substitute. I don't think, like, if he clicks Dark Pulse again, but I don't think he would. I think he just clicks Substitute, because he can. So I have to go back into Azelf. If he Dark Pulses, this game's over. Substitute, please. Alright, good. I have to U-turn. That absolutely breaks the sub. Obviously, go back into Marshall. I wasn't expecting Dark Pulse there. Thought my switch would be pretty obvious, but I guess he can freely do that. But now he doesn't have enough for a substitute, so I can Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave. You could switch back to Alchemy, which is fine by me. He just flamethrowers, okay. Good damage to me, who cares? I hit the Thunder Wave this time. Alright, I have to bring this thing down. I have to start foul playing. I have to wish, actually. No, I think I have to foul play. How much damage does foul play do? This is enough. It does good damage. It does good damage. Foul play, Marshall. He can't substitute again. Okay, perfect. If he switches, he has to eat a Thunder Wave with the other guy, which is fine. Foul play. Well done, Marshall. Chi-Yu is down, so now I have to Thunder Wave, because here's what I have to do. I can't just hard switch to Azelf. What I have to do is Thunder Wave. Because I have to catch this thing, failing to substitute as I switch to Azelf. That's what I have to do. So I have to Thunder Wave right now. Do not miss Umbreon, please. You. Alright. So Okay, he's Calm Mind. He hasn't yet shown Acid Armor. So if he doesn't have Acid Armor, then we can still walk away with this. If he has it... So basically we just Zen Headbutt now, right? Until something happens. Because we can't do anything about the Zen Headbutt, right? Well, we'll see. We'll just see what happens. Let's see if I can't work a way around this thing. Little miss. Absolutely breaks the sub. Yes, if he Acid Armors, he does not. Which means this thing is in range of 2 Zen Headbutts as long as I hit them. Actually, unless he Drain Kisses. If he has a stronger move, he can just kill me. So I think I have to go Martial right now. Actually, I have to go... Because if I go... If I Zen Headbutt, it does over half to him, but if he can't Terra Poison, Terra Blast me, actually. Because he'd just die. So I think I have to Zen Headbutt right now. So I don't do huge damage to this. That kills him. Okay, not after Draining Kiss, though. So now I... Because, yeah, I would have liked to... I need to flinch then on Zen Headbutt, because at this point I can't do anything about it. Because even if I lock him into Banded Draining Kiss, I think he could beat Marshall. So now I need a Zen Headbutt flinch. Because I can't switch. If I switch right now, I take this, and then I can potentially Thunder Wave this thing, and either way I would need a Zen Headbutt flinch. So I have to go into Martial right now, actually. But no, then he'll just substitute. Because if I go Martial right now, he Draining Kisses, then he substitutes. I Thunder Wave and he substitutes. So this is the only chance. Thunder Wave I'll have to use, but it's useless, right? No way I beat this thing. Thunder Wave. Land the third one, that doesn't matter, probably.
There isn't much time.
No, there isn't. In fact, there's no time at all.
Please.
Why are you here? How can you possibly bring me lower?
We can do that too if we want. Oh, look at that, we hit one. Vodkin wouldn't have been so as much of an idiot. Just want you to know that, Marshall. There's no world in which we can win this at this point because we can't. Choice Scarf. max attack, adamant enough speed to speed his whole team with the rest in bulk. Of course, across his team, he doesn't have any flying resistances. He just has kind of Klefki is the big one. So, like, I'm thinking, okay, Klefki has to show up. I mean, of course, I'm a fire type as well. Let me look at his team. Yeah, the only flying resist was Klefki, so I knew offensive Moltres was huge here, and even then, the only fire resists on his team are Chi-Yu and Cyclizar, so there really wasn't much here. I got Fire Blast just for max physical defense Palossand, because guess what, 2 shots it with Terra Fire. Even with no special attack investment and Adamant. 2 shots Palossand if it's max physical defense, which, if Palossand is coming to the game, it should be. Tropios leftovers. We got 200 EVs in special attack. Enough speed to outspeed his whole team +1. The rest of bulk. Terra Starstorm, Flamethrower. Could have ran Dark Pulse for Palossand, but it didn't matter because I could just Calm Mind in front of it, and there's nothing it can do about me. So there's that. Obviously, a huge turn there where Sneasler got fully paralyzed. To let Terapagos do a little bit more damage. It was pretty big. Obviously, it was humongous, but I mean, if I'm running Effect Spore, I'm hoping to see it after I get the paralysis. And again, I'm hoping to see it, and overall, paralysis was not my friend in this game, so yeah. Marshall with the leftovers, max HP, max special defense. This is my best chance. I've taken a hit from Chi-Yu, and he knew that, and I knew he would be substitute, and that was fine. I could deal with the substitute, and I did deal with Chi-Yu's substitute. But he was not substitute, and he's just like Scarf or something, which I didn't think so, but if he is just Scarf. Thunder Wave can paralyze it, sure. He doesn't really have a good Thunder Wave switch in, except for his 2 slowest guys. Vikavolt, Palossand, of course. She brought both of them, which I didn't. I kind of expected Palossand. I didn't really expect Vikavolt, although I saw the offensive pressure they could do to me. And then Wish and Protect. We have a lot of guys that appreciate receiving the Wish, like Terapagos and Basculegion, and then Moltres spamming recoil moves, of course. This is pretty standard Umbreon, of course. There's not much it can do. I almost ran Double Kick with, I believe it was 24 attack EVs that guarantees breaking the substitute of Chi-Yu if it's enough speed as I thought, and max special attack. But we didn't. But Chi-Yu's substitute wasn't what bothered me, it was Alchemy's substitute. Travel Rocky Helmet. Max HP, pretty much max defense, just 1 spec different, just so I can put it in speed and special defense, I think. Giga Drain, if he terrestrializes Ogerpon, means I'm not 2-shot by Zen Headbutt. Strength Sap, of course. Sludge Bomb, Sleep Powder. The first 3 moves, Sleep Powder was just kind of thrown in there. I didn't really need anything, and I didn't need Moon Blast. Wasn't necessary. Azel for the Choice Band. I threw. This is enough speed to outspeed, of course. Tornadus and under max attack. Sudden Headbutt. I saw Drain Punch 1-shots to you with the Choice Band. U-turn is very good, of course, and Zen Headbutt. Psychic is okay against this team, but of course he has a Chi-Yu and a Klefki. And an Espeon. I didn't expect Espeon to show up to the game. I did fully expect Klefki, but no Espeon. And the trick there was for Alchemy. That's what it was there for. It was Alchemy, and I would have had it under control. Otherwise I would run Encore probably with not Choice Band, but it's immune to Encore. So, we have to run Trick. And we did. And maybe we could have tried to get a trick on it, since it was down to the last guy, if Marshall just landed that stupid Thunder Wave, because what we do in that case is, if we land the Thunder Wave before he substitutes, which by the way he clicked he clicked substitute. If we land the Thunder Wave before he substitutes, we can switch to Azelf, break the sub, and then we'd have to go back to Marshall. We would have to go back to Marshall, and then back to Azelf, and hope pretty much. Okay, so actually, there is a point. Okay, so if we hit it, break the substitute, and he's paralyzed, we got Paraflinch stuff with Zen Headbutt plus paralysis, first of all. And then, even if like the first one doesn't happen, I can swap back to Marshall and use Wish. I don't have Baton Pass, but it wouldn't matter anyway since it would outspeed, so I guess I would Wish Pass to Azelf. That was kind of my thinking. If I had the paralysis on there, I could dance around to try to get the stupid choice band on the alchemy. That was what my plan was, my hopeful experience. Ikadeyezu with the Assault Vest for max defense with enough HP that Sneasler cannot two-shot us unless it's choice banded, even with Throat Chop does 49% maximum. Enough attack there. This is kind of the extra. The special defense there was for Grass Knot Tornadus does less than half to us, less the specs. And then no speed because we don't need it on the speed tiers, and then the rest in attack. Or Mold Breaker so we can hit Ogerpon with the flip turn. Doesn't matter if it has Water Absorb. That is the only reason why we're Mold Breaker. Psychic Fangs. If he brings Klefki in screens, we can destroy them. Yeah, if he brings Klefki and he screens, we can break them, and Psychic Fangs obviously obliterates Sneasler. So this is my Sneasler switch-in, because I didn't want to just rely on this, because I wanted this for Ogerpon. I knew he'd have Zen Headbutt, but Zen Headbutt at max does not one-shot me. Or, sorry, I think it has a chance to one-shot me. It is, I believe, it's like an almost coin flip. Him going at +2 when I took a little bit of chip. The crit did not matter on U-turn then. But he took the Rocky Helmet. I needed a little bit more damage on Ogerpon since Braver didn't kill. But I had no switch into it, right? It would have to hit something else. So I really was hoping that Moltres was enough to bring it down. I could have U-turned with Azelf and sacked something else. That would have been Marshall probably. But I was hoping Braver would kill. That's the only thing. So yeah, unfortunately, we just can't catch a break. Catch a break here. They're all just by 1 point. They're all 1 point. Every single one of them. Yeah. So still, that was a good game. It's just, yeah. I'm not sure my week 5 opponent, but I can't remember who they are right now. But thank you for watching and listening. At this point, actually, sorry, before I say at this point, even though our differential is not so bad, so our differential is actually good, all things considered, but I kind of have to win the rest of the games, pretty much, at this point. So, yeah, maybe luckily barely squeeze in with 4 and 5, but that's not something I can count on. The only reason why I count on that is because of my differential right now, but I can't. So, I'll be back for week 5 again, trying desperately, very difficult to just finish it off there. If he's not Substitute Alchemy, we have it there 100%. But I guess he just really felt like being so rude to Umbreon. But yeah, thank you much for listening. I'll be back for week 5. Smell you later.